The Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu is to meet with the American President Donald Trump at the White House later in the day today. Netanyahu, interestingly, is going to be the very first foreign leader to be meeting Donald Trump ever since he's assumed charge of the White House last month. The meeting between the two leaders has come at a time when the Israeli Prime Minister is facing pressure to move into the second phase of the Gaza ceasefire agreement. He's also facing heat from his corruption trial, far-right leaders within his coalition and opposition leaders. But just hours before meeting with the US President, the Israeli Prime Minister's office said that Israel will send a delegation to Qatar for further negotiations. Now, Qatar expects the US President Donald Trump to continue piling pressure on Israel and Hamas to expand the agreement into a planned second stage. The transition into the second phase of the truce poses a risk for Benjamin Netanyahu's prime ministerial seat. Now, many far-right ministers, including the Settlements and National Projects Minister Warrant, have threatened to topple Netanyahu's government. Now, Warrant has warned that her party will make sure that the current government ceases to exist if the Gaza truce continues through its second phase. And also, this far-right finance minister Bezalel Smotrich had earlier threatened to quit the coalition if Israel again does not resume bombing the Gaza Strip at the end of the current 42 days of first phase of a ceasefire. Now, in contrast to the far-right leaders, the opposition leader Yair Lapid has pledged that the government won't fall over continuing with the agreement, repeating that his party will provide a political safety net.
But the first thing that must happen is that every hostage must come home. All of them, every last one. Tomorrow, President Trump will meet Prime Minister Netanyahu in Washington. It's important to make crystal clear before that meeting. Netanyahu has a political safety net from the opposition for the deal for every stage. There is no political reason preventing Netanyahu from going to the next phase.
Now, the Israeli Prime Minister's visit to the White House will be an important indicator on whether Benjamin Netanyahu will continue with the Gaza truce or will the campaign of bombings begin again. Now, this trip is also the Israeli leader's first foreign trip after the International Criminal Court issued a standing arrest warrant against him and his former defense minister for alleged war crimes and crimes against humanity. Remember, the ICC judges had said that there was more than reasonable grounds to say that Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant were criminally culpable for a widespread and a systematic attack against the civilian population of the Palestinians in the Gaza Strip. Now, the United States, which happens to be Israel's biggest ally and backer, has fundamentally rejected the ICC's arrest warrant. This year, the US House of Representatives, in fact, moved, believe it or not, to sanction the ICC, the International Criminal Court, to protest against the arrest warrants that have been issued against Netanyahu and his former defense minister, Yoav Gallant.